So Allison has been talking to you about ways to prevent ACL injuries, and today I'm going to talk to you about what happens if unfortunately you did tear your ACL. There are basically two options. You either have surgery or you don't. And what goes into determining whether or not you need surgery is dependent upon what kind of lifestyle you actually lead, whether you play a lot of sports or into a lot of different recreational activities. You'll probably need surgery to restore the stability around the knee. But if you're somebody that is more sedentary and there aren't the same demands on the knee, then you can probably get by by just building up some strength and improving the balance around the knee to avoid surgery. If you do need surgery, your surgeon will then talk to you about what kind of graft will be used, and that's the tissue that then replaces the ACL. There are two kinds. There's an allograft, which is something that comes from a cadaver or just a source outside of your own body. And then there's an autograft using your own tissue. And there are pros and cons to each, and your surgeon will go over them. But the pro of using your own tissue is that it's incorporated into the body faster, and it's not going to be rejected. The con, though, is that it creates another site that has to then heal when they go and harvest either your patellar tendon or your hamstring tendon. Those areas then have to heal themselves, as well as eventually down the road, it's more likely that that particular spot may develop a tendinitis or a tendinopathy issue because of the trauma that was ensued through surgery. The pro of using an allograft is that it's a predictable size. They can match it to the actual size of your original ACL. But the con is that it is more likely to delay the healing process, requiring its own precautions as you go through the recovery and post-operative time, as well as there's a chance that it would be rejected altogether and never really adhere into the body itself. Those are the quick things that your surgeon will go through, and they'll end up going through a little bit more depth of it. But at least with this information, you can go to your surgeon and talk about some of the options that you know of and just give a more educated discussion on what your potential options really are. Feel free to give a call or email us if you have any other questions, and I'll talk to you then.